So our first speaker is actually going to go now. I'm going to introduce him. We have William Entriken, who is very valuable for the NFT community, having been the lead author of the ERC 721 standard. I'm really excited to welcome him to the stage and give him a round of applause.
All right. So I'm Will Entrekin, lead author of ERC 721. This is from 2018, and this is the technology we use to build NFTs, most of us. I give this speech every year. This is the 10-year plan for NFT. We're in year 4, so there's a plan. There's more things coming. I'll give you a preview. But first is the teaser slide, because they tell me you have to put a nice teaser before you speak. So right now, artwork is the second largest application of NFTs. So I'll just throw that out there. This is morning, so this is an interactive speech. This is year 4, so we started in 2018, and we're still on track. We're doing pretty good. If you look downstairs, we're doing pretty good. I started when you couldn't fit everybody. Everybody would fit into a very small room, and now we can't do that anymore. All right, so now here's a quiz. Who are these 4 Italian Renaissance artists? In order. Da Vinci. I color-coded them. That's a hint. Da Vinci. Let's call it Leonardo. Michelangelo. Donatello. Raphael. Okay. How many of these artists died poor? All right. Here's year 1 of NFT. This is 2018. This is the first event I went to. This was Hong Kong Nifty GG. This is the first event. It was craziness. So NFT launched, the standard was published in June, and then we had this first party a few weeks later, and it was all about cats. Very large cats. Cats sponsored everything, top to bottom. So we had CryptoKitties, and this was an inspiration to everybody. They were inspired by NFT because CryptoKitties was a very successful product. After that, I launched the first NFT on the standard. This is called Sue Squares. If you want to join the waitlist, ask Scarlett, because it's still not sold out. So we never really dropped it. You're very early in this space. This is you being early. In year 2, the second event, this was New York Nft Nyc. People that were there were very inspired by CryptoKitties because they wanted to make. If you just see how much money CryptoKitties made, what's the next thing you would want to make? I'm asking you. Crypto dogs. Okay, that's exactly it. This is very interactive. You're doing Italian Renaissance artists, financial matters of artists 500 years ago, and business plans of people in 2019. I love it. So crypto dogs, and they're coming out with these Me Too ideas. So that was recently. 2020 was kind of a sick year. We're going to skip that. 2021, this is this year. An NFT NYC again. We needed 50 Teslas and a yacht just to get the audience around. All right, it was craziness. So what's happening this year? Obviously, art is doing very well. But what's happening? So, well, how well is art? The 2021 is the year where artists stop dying poor. What's coming very soon, circling around, are other people, influencers, celebrities. About 50 people sent me this tweet from Reese Witherspoon. You might have seen something like this from other people. There's a lot of people doing this. I just bought my first NFT. And then it's gonna, what are they gonna say after that? I'm launching my first NFT, right? So you're gonna see that. And you're gonna see amateurs come into the space, like Quentin Tarantino, drop his first NFT of something he doesn't even own, and then get sued the next day, right? So you're seeing people come into this scene using the community that we built and trying to take the money out of it. So you're gonna see more of this, but people are gonna do a better job in the future than that. Skip next year, we're gonna have another COVID year, sorry. 2023, you will actually start to see Reese Witherspoon coin. You'll see the whiskey in a teapot coin, something like that. This takes time to bring their artists, the talent. These people have agents, they have to work as a team to get these things done. And so this is going to happen. You're going to see things like this happening. You're also going to see official drops of products that your parents know about, like Nike shoes connected with NFTs. So this is happening, but they'll just do it the wrong way. They're just not going to do it the way that we do NFTs. They're not going to be really exciting. And then a couple years later, you'll see shoes that are actually numbered. This is where we're getting to. This is the future in year 8. So you will see numbered, limited edition Nike shoes on this stage in 2025. And this is how you should do NFTs. Limited drops, get people excited, good stuff. Here's 10 years into the project. So I went to the future, took this photo, and sent it back. So here you've got everything that's brand, every valuable brand. You've got Disney, you've got the Grinch, you've got Marvel, Universal, Pokemon. Anybody know these bears? So you will have all these valuable brands dropping NFTs all the time. It's just going to keep happening. This industry takes a long time to move. I was at this event. It's called Licensing Expo, and I went to this event to study to work on NFT in the very beginning. This is before I even started NFT. This is part of the process. So before I started getting involved with NFT. So there's a lot of valuable content out there, but again, this industry moves slowly, and there's agents and there's brokers. So to get them involved, it just takes years, but this is where we'll get to. So now I'm going to answer the question. What is the number one use case today if it's not artwork? The current use case of NFT that's the largest is Microsoft Xbox. What? Okay. So you might not know this, but on Microsoft Xbox, if you buy games or if you buy things inside of there, your money goes to Microsoft, and they actually use NFTs to manage the royalty payments behind the scenes. They've announced this publicly, so I can tell you about it. This next slide, some of these things are client work that I've done, so I will disclose that. This is a client of my past client, so Microsoft. So Xbox uses these tokens to manage royalty payments. This is a very difficult thing to do, and they've really reduced their amount of time it takes to pay these platforms out by using digital commerce. Previously used paper and Excel, now they use NFTs. There's a lot more than $4 billion going through the Microsoft Xbox platform. So it's just a very large use case. As the future comes, you will see more and more use cases that are very large that you don't know about because it just happens. How many people know the largest application of Oracle database? Right? That's how many hands I'll see when I ask you in the future, how many people know the biggest application of NFT? That's where we're going to go. Here's more examples. So Breitling is a watch company. It's a luxury watch company from Switzerland, from the Francophone world. And when you buy the watch, it comes with an NFT. You can't get a Breitling watch without an NFT. So you buy the watch, you scan it. This is another client of a client. And when you scan the NFT that authenticates it, that is your certificate of authenticity. So you'll see more of these things. It takes a very long time to get the French luxury industry to change how they authenticate their products. But this is already happening. So these are the future's here. It's just not evenly distributed. So these things are coming. Quintana Roo, Mexico, is a state in Mexico. They're currently using NFT to certify COVID test results. There's a problem in Mexico with fake test results, and they're working on this. This is also a client of a client. And this is I'm going to quote them. This is not hype. This is a government publication where you're certifying tests to detect COVID-19 with blockchain to combat the black market of false tests. This is the value that a state in Mexico has derived from NFT. So that's it. Thank you very much. You can hit me up. I have also to announce right now, I will be hosting a community service hour. So once a week, this is sponsored by Sue Squares. Once a week, I will take questions from people that are in the scene and developing things, and I'll just have a live video. It'll be a Twitch where you can ask questions, we can develop together, we can answer questions. I think there's a lot more teaching and learning that we need for people coming on board. So I'll be doing this every week for an hour. So if you're interested, please check it out. Also, next, I have a speech. I have a workshop in the next room. Whoops. I have a workshop in the next room. There's homework. If you've brought a laptop, everybody in the room will make a smart contract and deploy it and adapt. No programming experience required. So if you're interested in that, that'll be at 11 o'clock in the next room. Any questions?
Do you think that
No. Art will surpass Xbox, for sure. But the market for art on NFT today is very small. This is a very small conference. This is nothing compared to this. Doesn't matter. What's the biggest use case of Oracle database? It doesn't matter. So you will have NFTs will NFTs will be in your shoes. It'll be in your watch. It'll be in everything you buy that costs more than $100. Every time you buy things, NFTs are going to connect commerce. And it's already happening. When you do a COVID test, it's going to be connected to NFTs. All done? Thank you.